Welcome, gents. The man who masters himself is greater than the one who conquers 1,000 men in battle. Most people drift through life, reacting to whatever comes their way, controlled by emotions, distractions, and the opinions of others. But Sigma males, they are built differently. They move with the discipline of a monk and the strategy of a general, silent, precise, and completely in control of themselves. This isn't a talent they were born with. It's something they've forged through relentless self-mastery and brutal honesty with themselves. If you've ever felt like you don't fit into the usual categories, if you refuse to follow the herd, if you see through the illusions society sells, if you would rather walk alone than compromise who you are, then you are not lost. You're a Sigma. Your ability to stay focused while others are distracted, to sharpen your mind while others numb theirs, and to move with purpose while others wander aimlessly. This is what sets you apart. The world is full of noise, pressure, and shallow expectations, but none of that matters to you. You're here for something greater. The road you walk is not easy, but it's worth it. The discipline of a monk keeps you grounded, and the strategy of a general keeps you ahead. You don't seek validation, you build strength. You don't react, you calculate. You don't chase, you attract. Stay on your path. Keep sharpening your mind, refining your strategy, and moving in silence. The world may not understand you, but they will feel your impact. Let's get started, gents. Number 1, they train their minds like a weapon. Most people focus on their appearance, hitting the gym to build muscle, dressing well to impress, or chasing status to feel important. But Sigma males? They know that none of that matters if their mind is weak. They understand that the sharpest weapon a man can wield is not his fists, not his wealth, but his mind. While others scroll endlessly on their phones, consuming pointless distractions, Sigma males are feeding their minds. They read, they observe, they analyze. Every conversation, every interaction, every situation, it's all data. They don't just see the world, they study it. They don't just hear words, they decode intentions. Their ability to absorb knowledge and use it with precision gives them an advantage that others can't match. But it's not just about collecting information, it's about discipline. Sigma males do not let their minds wander aimlessly. They train their focus like an athlete trains his body. They control their thoughts, eliminating useless distractions and locking in on what truly matters. Where most people are slaves to their impulses, Sigma males have full command over their minds. They consume knowledge not for entertainment but for power. While the average person watches movies to escape reality, a Sigma studies human nature. While others waste time arguing, a Sigma learns how to read between the lines. Every book they read, every skill they master, every mistake they analyze, it all sharpens their mental arsenal. This is why they are always 3 steps ahead. They anticipate moves before they happen. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. They navigate life like a strategist, knowing that intelligence, not brute force, is what truly wins the game. A well-trained mind is dangerous. It is immune to manipulation, unshaken by chaos, and always prepared for what's next. Sigma males understand this, and that's why they invest in their minds above all else. Because in the end, a sharp mind cuts deeper than any blade. Number 2, they study power like a tactician, but use it with restraint. Power is a force that can either build or destroy. While many people crave dominance, seeking it at every turn, Sigma males approach power differently. They don't chase it for the sake of control. They study it, understand it, and wield it with calculated restraint. Just like a general who studies the art of war, knowing that not every battle needs to be fought, Sigma males understand that true power lies not in domination, but in the ability to know when and how to exert influence. A general doesn't simply rush into war, they calculate their moves, knowing that every battle comes at a cost. Similarly, Sigma males don't rush to assert themselves, but when the time comes, they make their presence known. They understand the dynamics of power, how it operates, how it's used, and how it can shift the balance in their favor. But they're never reckless. They don't wield power just for show. Instead, they use it sparingly, never overexposing themselves or showing their full hand. They know that power, when overused or flaunted, can create enemies, stir unnecessary conflict, or lead to vulnerability. This wisdom is what makes them unpredictable. They're not driven by ego or the need for external validation. Instead, they choose their moments carefully, moving in the shadows, working behind the scenes, and ensuring they remain steps ahead of those around them. They don't have to dominate to win. They operate from a place of quiet confidence, knowing that true power doesn't require constant display. In a world that often mistakes loudness for strength, Sigma males understand the quiet force of restraint. They know that the most powerful moves are often the ones that aren't immediately obvious, and when they do act, it's with precision, ensuring they're never easily overpowered, always in control, and always one step ahead. Thank you for being part of Gents Grove community. You are valued. At number 3, they have the restraint to hold back until it's time to strike. In a world where people rush to act on impulse, Sigma males stand out for their remarkable ability to hold back. While most are driven by emotions or immediate desires, Sigma males embody the perfect balance of patience and precision. Like a monk who disciplines himself to avoid unnecessary action, or a general who knows that a single decisive strike is worth more than 100 half-hearted attempts, Sigma males wait for the right moment to make their move. This restraint isn't about being passive, it's about knowing that not every situation requires a reaction. Sigma males understand that the power of action lies not in hasty decisions, but in thoughtful ones. They don't waste their energy or time on battles that won't serve them. They know when to step back, observe, and wait for the perfect opportunity. They're not driven by ego, nor do they seek to prove themselves constantly. They're focused on outcomes, not just action for action's sake. Think of a general before a war. He doesn't rush in the moment he gathers his troops. He plans, evaluates, and waits for the right moment to strike, when his forces are positioned for success. Similarly, Sigma males are never in a hurry. They'll watch and wait, fully aware that their patience gives them an edge. When they do act, it's calculated and deliberate, ensuring that they make the most of every move they make. Their ability to hold back until it's time to strike gives them an unmatched advantage. It's this strategic restraint that makes them so effective in every area of their lives. They know when to speak, when to act, and when to remain silent. It's not that they're incapable of moving quickly. They simply understand that the best moves are the ones that come at the right time with the right strategy. And when that moment arrives, they strike with unparalleled precision. Number 4, they don't broadcast their strength, they let it speak for itself. Sigma males don't feel the need to announce their power. They let their actions speak volumes. In a world where many people are quick to boast about their achievements or constantly seek validation, Sigma males stand apart. Like a monk who doesn't need to flaunt his discipline or a general who never reveals his entire battle plan, they operate in silence. Their strength isn't something they need to broadcast, because it's already embedded in their actions, choices, and results. Sigma males are far more focused on proving their value through substance rather than spectacle. They don't waste energy shouting about their capabilities. Instead, they quietly demonstrate their resilience, skill, and intelligence through every decision they make. Whether it's how they handle challenges, the way they lead, or the quiet authority they carry, Sigma males know that their strength will become apparent to those who truly matter. This ability to let strength speak for itself is rooted in confidence, but it's also a mark of emotional and intellectual maturity. Unlike others who seek attention or approval, Sigma males don't need external validation. They understand that true power doesn't need to be advertised. It's something that's felt, not heard. People notice it in how they carry themselves, in their calm demeanor during chaos, and in the certainty of their actions. Their silence isn't a weakness, it's a powerful choice. It's a way of saying, I don't need to tell you what I can do, I'll show you. Sigma males trust that their results will speak for themselves. They don't chase praise, and they certainly don't waste time proving their worth. Instead, they continue on their path with unwavering focus. And as they do, others begin to realize that their strength isn't just visible, it's undeniable. Number 5, they build themselves into a fortress, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Sigma males don't just improve themselves, they fortify every aspect of who they are. Like a monk who trains his mind to be impervious to distractions, and a general who builds a defense that can withstand any attack, Sigma males create a fortress out of their own lives. Emotionally, mentally, and physically, they construct an impenetrable structure that keeps them grounded, unwavering, and ready for anything life throws their way. Emotionally, Sigma males learn to detach from anything that could weaken them. They don't allow themselves to be swayed by the fleeting feelings of the moment or the chaos of external forces. They recognize that emotional stability is the foundation of true power, and they condition themselves to stay unshaken in the face of challenges. Life's turbulence doesn't affect their core because they've built a mental wall that shields them from unnecessary stress or manipulation. Mentally, Sigma males operate at a level of clarity and precision that's unmatched. Their minds are like well-oiled machines, constantly sharpening their problem-solving skills, understanding the world around them, and staying a few steps ahead. They avoid distractions and stay focused on building their mental strength so that no situation catches them off guard. They are not easily rattled because they've trained their minds to stay composed, no matter the pressure. Physically, they push their bodies to be as strong as their minds. They don't settle for mediocrity in their health or physical fitness. Just as a general needs to be fit for battle, Sigma males build their bodies to be resilient, ready to take on anything life demands of them. They understand that true strength comes from being balanced in all aspects of life. Through this holistic approach to self-improvement, Sigma males create a fortress that's impossible to breach. They are mentally unbreakable, emotionally unyielding, and physically unstoppable. And because they've built this fortress within, no one can manipulate, intimidate, or defeat them. They are ready for anything, always prepared to protect what matters most, without ever having to reveal the depth of their strength. Number 6. They see time as a weapon, not just a resource. Time is the one thing we all have in equal measure, yet most people squander it, letting it slip away without realizing its value. They waste hours on distractions, put things off, or drown in mindless routines. Sigma males, however, see time differently. To them, time isn't just a resource, it's a weapon. A weapon that, when wielded correctly, can shape their destiny. Like a general meticulously planning each move on a battlefield, Sigma males allocate their time with surgical precision. They don't let days pass by mindlessly. Every hour, every minute is assigned a purpose, whether it's for learning, growing, or executing their next move. They know that time, once lost, can never be reclaimed, so they treat it with the respect it deserves. This is where most people go wrong. They think they have plenty of time. They think they'll catch up later, or that the future will always be there. But Sigma males understand that time isn't promised. They treat every moment as if it's the most valuable thing in the world because it is. Whether they're sharpening their skills, planning their next move, or executing their goals, they use time intentionally. They don't sit around waiting for inspiration, they create it. For Sigma males, procrastination doesn't exist. Delays don't happen. When they commit to something, they make it happen because they understand that every second they waste is a second they can never get back. Time becomes their ally, and they know how to use it in ways others can't even fathom. They're always thinking ahead, always planning, always working. This ability to harness time is what separates Sigma males from the crowd. While others drift through their days, hoping for success, they're actively crafting their futures, one calculated move at a time. Time becomes their greatest tool, and when they strike, it's with the full force of everything they've planned and perfected. Number 7. They are not seduced by comfort. Most people are trapped by their own need for comfort. They avoid anything that feels difficult, choosing the easiest path every time. They hit snooze instead of getting up early, choose entertainment over growth, and settle for mediocrity because it's familiar. But Sigma males, they do the opposite. They are not interested in a soft, easy life that dulls their edge. They understand that comfort is a slow poison, one that weakens the mind, erodes ambition, and keeps people stuck in the same cycles year after year. Instead of running from discomfort, they embrace it. They see struggle as the price of strength, and they are willing to pay it every single day. While the world is asleep, they are awake, studying, training, thinking. While others complain about how hard life is, they are out there making themselves harder than life itself. They do not wait for motivation, they act. They do not seek approval, they refine themselves in silence. Sigma males deliberately isolate themselves to sharpen their skills, not because they dislike people, but because they understand that true mastery requires deep focus. They choose solitude over mindless socializing. They train their minds like warriors, refusing to let distractions weaken their discipline. They are fully aware that most people would rather stay in their comfort zones, but they also know that nothing great was ever built from a place of ease. This mindset gives them an edge. When challenges come, and they always do, Sigma males don't panic. They don't crumble. They have already conditioned themselves to endure difficulty. So while others break under pressure, they remain calm and in control. The truth is, most people want success, but few are willing to do what it takes. Sigma males don't just want it, they are built for it. They know that the greatest version of themselves lies on the other side of struggle, and they are willing to go through the fire to reach it. Number 8. They operate with an adapt or die mentality. Most people resist change. They cling to routines, habits, and outdated beliefs, even when they're no longer working. They complain about how unfair life is, but refuse to adjust. Sigma males, they don't have that luxury. They know that the world doesn't care about excuses. It moves fast, and if you're not adapting, you're falling behind. A monk learns to master his inner world, adapting to his own weaknesses and turning them into strengths. A general studies the battlefield, adjusting his tactics in real time to ensure victory. Sigma males combine both mindsets, constantly fine-tuning their approach, whether it's in their career, relationships, or personal growth. They are not afraid to change course if something isn't working. They don't waste time complaining or wishing things were different. They simply adjust and move forward. This is why stagnation is their enemy. The moment you stop evolving, you start losing. Sigma males know this, which is why they refuse to get comfortable. They are always learning, always sharpening their skills, always staying ahead of the curve. If a plan fails, they don't break down, they pivot. If a strategy no longer serves them, they replace it. If the world shifts, they shift faster. Most people fear uncertainty. Sigma males embrace it. They thrive in unpredictability because they trust themselves to figure things out. They don't need perfect conditions, they just need a starting point. While others panic when things don't go as planned, Sigma males remain calm, analyze the situation, and adapt with precision. This is what makes them unstoppable. They don't break under pressure, they don't stay stuck, and they don't wait for permission to evolve. They are fluid, adaptable, and always in control of their own trajectory. In a world where most people are rigid and reactive, Sigma males move like water, flowing around obstacles, finding new paths, and reshaping themselves to meet any challenge. Survival is not enough for them. They don't just exist, they dominate. And they do it by embracing the one rule that never changes: adapt or die. Number 9. They eliminate emotional weakness ruthlessly. Emotions are powerful. They can inspire greatness, but they can also cripple decision-making when left unchecked. Most people get caught in their feelings, reacting impulsively to situations, letting their emotions dictate their choices. But Sigma males? They don't let emotions control them. They've mastered the art of detaching, of stripping away emotional impulses that cloud their judgment, leaving them with a mind that can think clearly and act decisively. A general knows that sentiment has no place on the battlefield. If a soldier is consumed by fear or doubt, the entire mission is at risk. Similarly, a monk understands that true peace comes only when emotions are kept at arm's length, allowing for the clarity of mind necessary to navigate life's chaos. Sigma males adopt both of these philosophies. They train themselves to observe their emotions without being ruled by them. They acknowledge anger, frustration, or sadness. But they don't let these emotions steer their actions. They recognize that when emotions are allowed to drive decisions, the path forward becomes murky and unreliable. This isn't about being cold or unfeeling. It's about control. Sigma males feel deeply, but they've trained themselves to keep those feelings in check when it matters. They don't make decisions based on anger or fear. They don't react to criticism or praise. They observe, process, and move forward. This level of emotional discipline gives them a unique advantage. While others are driven by temporary impulses, Sigma males think strategically. And this is why they're not easily manipulated. Emotional weakness is the gateway to being controlled. Sigma males know this, which is why they ruthlessly eliminate anything that could compromise their clarity. Their decisions are calculated, precise, and purposeful, because they don't let emotional chaos dictate their next move. They detach when necessary and act with surgical precision. In a world ruled by impulsive decisions, this ability to remain calm, clear-headed, and unemotional is what makes Sigma males unstoppable. Number 10. They prepare for the war before it begins. Most people live in reaction mode. They wait for problems to hit before they start thinking about solutions. They don't strengthen their minds until life tests them. They don't take control of their emotions until they are already drowning in chaos. By the time they realize they need discipline, it's usually too late. Sigma males don't operate that way. They don't wait for disaster to strike before they prepare. They build their strength long before the battle ever begins. A general does not train his army on the battlefield. He prepares them in advance so that when war comes, they are ready. A monk does not seek peace in the middle of turmoil. He cultivates it daily so that when life tests him, he remains unshaken. Sigma males merge both of these philosophies. They sharpen their minds before they need clarity. They train their bodies before they need endurance. They discipline their emotions before they face manipulation. While others are caught off guard by life's unexpected turns, Sigma males move through it with control and precision. They don't break under pressure because they've already endured it in private. This proactive mindset gives them an advantage. Most people panic when life throws them a curveball. Sigma males simply adjust. Most people crumble under stress. Sigma males have already trained their minds to withstand it. Whether it's financial hardship, emotional challenges, or strategic decisions, they have already run the mental simulations. They've prepared for the worst so that no matter what happens, they are never truly caught off guard. This is why Sigma males seem unshakable. It's not luck. It's not natural talent. It's preparation. Every day, they are sharpening their edge, strengthening their discipline, and refining their strategy. And when the battle finally comes, whether it's a personal challenge, a business move, or a test of character, they don't just survive. They dominate. Conclusion: Sigma males embody the rare combination of quiet discipline and sharp strategy that most only dream of mastering. They don't follow the crowd. They carve their own path, constantly pushing their limits to build mental, emotional, and physical resilience. Like monks who embrace simplicity and self-control, and generals who understand that every move must be calculated, Sigma males know that true strength doesn't come from loud declarations or impulsive actions. It's found in the silent commitment to constant improvement, the willingness to learn, and the understanding that patience and precision will always yield the best results. They don't need validation, and they don't need to prove themselves to anyone. The discipline they cultivate isn't for recognition. It's for mastery. The strategies they develop aren't for power. It's for survival, growth, and success. They understand that the battles they face, whether internal or external, are inevitable. But through their discipline and strategies, they arm themselves to handle anything that comes their way. If you want to embody the essence of a Sigma male, take note. It's about preparation, focus, and relentless commitment to becoming your best self. It's about choosing the hard path, not because it's easy, but because it's the only way to truly grow and win. Build your mind, build your body, and build your inner strength. Learn to adapt, operate with restraint, and always move with intention. Remember, greatness isn't built overnight, but with each decision you make, you're one step closer to becoming the person who moves through the world like a monk and a general, unstoppable, unshakable, and unparalleled. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.